Hello, welcome to my first vlog. My husband and I went out yesterday for a night out in the city and had an awful episode and had a bit of a teary on the way home this morning, and he said, why don't you start vlogging it? So both for the doctors, but also I thought I would share it on my page in case anyone is experiencing anything similar, if anyone's ahead of me in the journey and can help, if anyone's starting to have these and they can relate. Anyway, I'll stop babbling now and get to the episode, which is the wobbly lunch. I've actually ordered one of those fancy microphones, but in the meantime, this spoon and awful sound quality is where it's at. So yesterday, we stayed a night in the city, one, because I'm stuck of being isolated in this house, and two, I had a voucher that was going to expire for a lovely French restaurant that my beautiful sisters got me as a Christmas present. We're the only two that get Christmas presents as adults because we don't have any kids. So the niece and nephews all get us something special. So that voucher was going to expire. So I thought, let's just try going out and using it. I know I'm not in the best place to be able to leave this house and go out. I tend to have like low symptoms around my house. But as soon as we go outside, it's a wild, wild west. Like, lots of things can happen, anything can happen. And that's exactly actually what happened, because as we were towards the end of the lunch, and when I say we went out for lunch, Corey had the best time, ate lots of the food. Gimlet's amazing. I had like 2 pieces of calamari entree and about 2 pieces of tenderloin for main. So very, as we know with my mouths and stuff like that and smash, very small appetite. But as we're eating the mains, I am starting to feel right heaviness in my right arm. My right leg is starting to shake, and I said to Corey, like, we need the bill, we need to go. I was really worried that this was going to escalate quite quickly. So we got the jackets, paid for the meal, left, and as we're walking down the stairs, it just got worse. So I kind of fell on Corey. My right leg wasn't working. My right arm also was kind of like twitching, and so I had to kind of like wobble down the street on Corey, and then all of a sudden my left leg, which was the one I was kind of walking with, gave way. So like I almost collapsed, and like we found a pole and I kind of like grabbed onto it and sat there for a little bit and was like waiting for like being able to move coming back. Like, it's like my brain can't send a signal to like move your leg, like move it and coordinate it. So poor thing, like we were laughing and like trying to make light of it. And the walk, I'll show you on the map, not a huge walk, but it literally took 40 minutes to get me back. And obviously the wild confidence I had walking there that I'd be okay walking back. Like, I didn't think this would happen because I had been doing really well and not really having these episodes as much. So I was very arrogant, cocky, confident I would be able to walk there and walk back and have a quick lunch. Again, we were only at this lunch for an hour. So I was like, we're going to be fine. We were not fine. So I had to fully pretty much lean on Corey, and like, he was like almost at one point dragging me because like both my legs weren't working. And then, well, why did this happen? We're used to it happening at night. We kind of know why it happens at night. No idea why it's happening during the day. So some context, I had prolotherapy last week, which is why I'm not wearing the brace, trying to see how it goes. Still incredibly painful, still hurts so much. So like, I've ordered a medical neck brace, so I'm gonna go back to wearing it. But my left eyelid has not stopped twitching for the first few days, and then now it's like, it twitches quite a few times an hour. And my osteo suspects it's because the C2 and C3 is where some of your cranial nerves run through. And we've pissed them off because we've literally done prolo, which like irritates and you know, causes inflammation in your neck. So that makes sense that the signaling's a bit off to my eyelid. So we know that was happening. So on that train of thought, I thought maybe because I didn't wear my neck brace, and that was the longest time I'd been out without my neck brace in a while, maybe the posture, the pressure, like the way my neck was for that long was like crushing it, like way too much. Either the brainstem, dynamic brainstem compression, or those nerves, and that potentially triggered off an episode. So we thought that could have been one reason. Second reason I thought could be blood flow. So when I eat, again, barely eating, like I eat a lot at the moment, but it's enough to get like the blood flow pumping and I like pulsate. So like if I eat anything on my chest and my pelvis, I can feel all the blood go there, and it's like drains from everywhere else. Like it's quite an interesting feeling. People with MELS and SMAS and that would understand, or even any kind of compressions in that area. So it pulsates, which means all the blood is drawn away from all the other places, including my brain, which already struggles. So I'm thinking maybe it all went there, and because we walked like immediately after eating, maybe there wasn't enough blood flow to my brain to be able to send signals out. So like it could have been like a blood flow too. And because my partner, Corey, is an exercise scientist, now PE teacher, he was able to he's able to articulate it. I'm not going to be able to articulate it back because he's very intelligent and I don't really understand this stuff enough. But he said, like, I'm actually going to get this up just so I don't like say this incorrectly, but he said that maybe it's an action potential. So an action potential is an electric signal that travels from your brain to your muscle and it goes down, through your CNS and down your spinal cord. So if there's any reason from here to here why it gets glitched, the signaling, that's what he think could have been happening because he was there. He sees my episodes. He is the only one that's seen all of them and lives them. And he noticed that like my knee would buckle and then I just couldn't, like I was walking fine and then I just couldn't move my left leg into the next spot. And so he could literally see my muscles not switching on when I was telling them to. So he thinks that, yeah, it could be that there's an action potential, brain to muscle communication being glitched, but either by the spinal cord, the neck, my neck instability, crushing the spinal cord or other reasons. So love that I'm married to someone who understands this stuff and can kind of maybe put some reasoning to it. It's kind of crazy to me that there's still multiple reasons why this could have happened and that science isn't there yet. I just read something from an amazing influencer. I'm sorry I forgot your name because my brain doesn't work at the moment, saying that, I'm so sad that people are suffering because science and medicine isn't there yet for a lot of stuff we have. So that makes me sad that I know that this is physiological. I can feel it. I can't predict it because it's completely it could be caused by all these reasons I don't know yet. My body, like I said, very complex. Just so frustrating because I can't really leave this house. I'm going to get upset now. I can't. It's really hard to leave this house without support. That's the first time I've left it in a long time for a long period of time. 1 hour is all it took before I had an episode where I needed someone to physically carry me. I couldn't move. I couldn't say move or leave the restaurant, which is wild to me that NDIA still aren't supporting that, still think that I'm totally fine. So that is the wobbly lunch. Thank you for joining me for my first vlog. Just probably a disclaimer. I know I said before, I'm speaking to people that might be going through this, might have it or might know what it is. I still at the same time, maybe I'm in the headspace to welcome suggestions because unless it's anything that I've just spoken about, we've really explored all other possibilities. And with a lot of my existing diagnoses, which is, severe multi-level neck instability, CCI, lots of, I've got 11 vessels in my body squished. It's got to be something to do with that, or something in the realm of features of either EDS or Marfan's as I've been diagnosed. So I'm just going to say it out loud. It's not FND. It's not psychological because there's reasons, physiological reasons that this is happening. Okay. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.